Hey guys, it's Katie Lulu coming at you with the new YouTube video. Whoa, yes. Hello everyone. I am officially on winter break, which is so exciting. I actually have a video that I filmed before this that explains kind of why I was gone and why I haven't been uploading. So hopefully that video will go up soon. But today I was just enjoying my winter break, watching some Netflix, and on my suggested there was the movie Dumplin, which is about a girl that's plus size that joins a pageant. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Katie Lou. I am a two-time state title holder in pageantry, and then the first national pageant I ever went to, I got top 10, and then the second national pageant, I got third runner-up. So I have a little bit of pageant experience, and I am plus size, if you could not tell. So I thought it'd be like an amazing idea for me, like a real plus size beauty queen, to react or review this movie and tell you guys like what's true, like that's really how a pageant goes, and that's a little exaggerated, or it helps the movie, but it's not necessarily how pageants are in real life. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is going to be full of spoilers about the movie. I'm going to go in kind of into depth about what happens and my reaction to it. So if you have not seen the movie, please go do so. Overall, it's a wonderful movie. I really enjoyed it, and I'll be definitely watching it again. So pause this video, go watch it, and then come back to see my thoughts on it. Okay, first of all, I have some notes on my phone, and I know that even after this video, I'm gonna be like, dang, I wish I would have said that. I wish I would have clarified that more. Ooh, I hope that doesn't get taken wrong, blah, blah, blah. So if you have any questions about what I say throughout the video, please leave a comment and I will try to further explain my opinion about it. Or like, if you want another video explaining more or whatever, I'll try to cater to you guys. And so yeah, fill up the comments if you have any questions. So kind of what the movie is about is this plus size girl named Willadine Dixon, and her mom is like, we call them formers in the pageant community. She's a former beauty queen. She's the director of the Miss Teen Blue Bonnet pageant, I believe it was called. And so she's always into pageantry, and she doesn't really feel this connection with her mom. Like, her mom's not proud of her. They have separate interests, and they actually get in a fight. And then this is kind of where Willadine wants to get into pageantry and kind of to protest her mom. Which, at the beginning of the movie, when they decided to do the protest, I was kind of getting scared because I didn't want it to be like they just like got on stage and like ruined the pageant. So I'm really glad that they didn't do that, because like I wanted them to be like, to go and try their best and like show that plus size girls can do whatever that straight size girls can do, and that we all have diverse talents, and that plus size girls would make beautiful and awesome representatives as well. So I really wanted them to try hard at the pageant, which they ended up doing, so I was really happy with that. I didn't want them to just like go on stage and like do something embarrassing to embarrass Willadine's mom. So I was glad that they actually tried, which ended up making the movie like so much better, because it just diversified the pageant. It just showed everyone that there's strength in diversity. Diversity is beautiful. That if you have a diverse set of contestants, it makes like the winning court that much better, in my opinion, because they all have different strengths, different talents, different backgrounds, and I think that's really important. Another thing that I was happy about is that Willadine's mom, she wasn't like really mean or like pushy of Willadine to do stuff that was outside of her comfort zone. She was just kind of absent because like pageantry meant so much to her, and I think she knew how hard it would be for Willadine to do good in the pageant. And with that being said, this might be an unpopular opinion, I think that plus size women do have to work harder to stand out in certain ways. I think it is harder for plus size women to be successful in pageantry, and to be honest, it's also harder on girls who don't have like disposable money, because there are some girls that they can just drop $10,000 on a custom made dress, and like my dresses for both nationals like on the sale rack, and I customized the first one, got it bedazzled or whatever. So I was really bargain hunting, and you just, like, your options go down a lot when your finances kind of restrict you from picking anything. So that's kind of a battle in itself, which I wish it wasn't. I wish like we could find a way around that, maybe not doing gowns, but more focusing on interview. That'd be awesome to me. Like my perfect pageant wouldn't have any like look space. Hair and makeup is kind of a big deal in pageantry, and I don't really think it should be. A lot of pageant coaches will say that you're going in for a job interview, so you should look like you want the job, you should look like you're a good representative, and not like you just rolled out of bed. But to me, like, the people who look like they just rolled out of bed could be some of the best representatives because they have a different story to tell and everything. But that's I kind of went on a really different rant that doesn't really connect to the movie, but anyway, I just have like little bullet points of stuff I liked about the movie. So I liked, this is like weird, but I liked how she said, Willa Dean said that she didn't like greasy food because her mom said something about having a zit on her forehead, and like, oh, I hope you're not eating greasy food, and she's like, well, I don't even like hamburgers and hot dogs or whatever. So I thought that was really good because there's this myth about plus size people that they just like eat garbage all the time, they're unhealthy, and I think a lot of plus size women are living healthy lifestyles, and even if they're not, even if they're eating garbage all the time, like that's none of your business. Like it's their life, and I think that mental health is way more important than anything else. When she goes to registration, she kind of feels out of place, and all the girls are kind of looking at her. And I can tell you from personal experience, like the first time I went to a pageant, I kind of felt that way. The first pageant I ever did was very, very look-based. There's different systems for different strengths. So the first pageant I signed up for personally was very like model-based, like they want the model look. So I was very kind of out of place when I walked into registration, and there were some heads turns, but I was like very confident in myself, so I didn't let it bother me. Another thing about registration that I thought was really interesting, because girls do this, was when her friend, so Willody's friend's friend that they saw at the pool or whatever, that was competing in the pageant before they were, she points to the like society's definition of gorgeous, petite little, really society's definition of gorgeous blonde in like the front row, I think she was. And then she's like, she's our competition. And I feel like a lot of pageant girls do this, and I think a lot of pageant girls in pageants do compare yourself to others, but those are the girls that usually don't do very good, because comparing yourself to others is very toxic. You never want to do that, because like someone's beauty is never the absence of your own beauty, so you never want to compare yourself to others. And I just wanted to say that I'm glad like that blonde, like gorgeous girl in the movie wasn't a mean girl, because in pageantry also, like all the beautifully stunning women, like 99% of girls in pageants, I don't think I've ever met a mean girl in a pageant. They're all super nice. So there's that. I'm glad they didn't have like a mean girl in this movie, because like that I felt like represented pageantry very well, because usually the women are very supportive. And spoiler alert to the end, but when the plus size girl wins second, they're all like clapping for her, they're cheering for her, and they're genuinely happy for her. That is what pageantry is. Usually the women around you are very supportive of what you win. I thought that was good that they didn't have like a mean girl or mean contestants trying to sabotage her or anything, because that's not how pageantry is. Like the girls are the nicest girls in the world, but I do feel like sometimes straight sized women won't treat you as like your competition. So when that girl pointed and was like, she's our competition, so there was a lot of girls that treat like the really pretty girls like competition, but they won't like, they're like really nice to you or whatever, but they don't really like treat you as competition. Like you kind of get that vibe, and like I don't care. I was like, well girl, I am competition, so like I've been confident in my pageantry experience or whatever, but I do notice that dynamic switch. Like they'll treat other girls more like competition than you are, and you're like, girl, I am competition, you gotta worry about me too. But like all the girls are so sweet, but yeah, you just gotta get that vibe as a plus size girl in pageantry that people don't view you as competition and you're not taken as seriously. So you just gotta work harder to be like, hey, I'm nice. Hey, I'm good at interview. Hey, I got a good walk. Blah, blah, blah. Not to like intimidate other girls, but just to prove that, hey, I'm a plus size girl. And yeah, I've practiced and yeah, I'm good at these competitions. And I'm happy you're here too and you're good, but like, just to show up. Like, I think it's important for us to show up, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. I also liked how in the movie, like I said, all the girls were really nice, and that is how it is in pageantry from my experience. But the people who were bullies were kind of dudes, and like in my experience, that's kind of like in high school and stuff, the people who were mean to me for my size were usually guys. So I kind of liked how they put that in there. Not to say that all men are evil, because we'll talk about Bo in a second. Oh, Bo. But I just liked how they put that in there, like, go women, women were supporting each other, and like just to ignore the dudes, because they like really didn't matter in the movie. They were like women like fighting for their own goals, they were finding their talents, finding their purpose, and just like to ignore the bullies. And I just thought that was really cool. A point I put down that bothered me, Willadine's friend, when they're at like a rehearsal, says, by the way, I never thought of you as being fat. And I think I knew what the writers were trying to say, like fat didn't define her, or she never thought of her as like negative. I don't know, but I think her saying that I never thought of you as fat is saying that being fat is a negative thing. And I would just like to live in a world one day when like skinny, fat doesn't have positive or negative connotation, it's just a descriptive word. I kind of felt like, was saying that she wasn't viewed as fat, was that supposed to be a compliment? Because like to me, like weight is not a compliment, it's not something that I really value. So I just kind of, I wanted a writer to explain that to me if they were kind of feeling the same way I was. I've had experiences where I've commented on my weight or something, and then someone's been like, well, you're beautiful. I'm like, I never said I wasn't beautiful. Like, why does weight have to have this negative connotation that like it's a negative thing if you're bigger? That's kind of like, I didn't really like the comment where she's like, well, I never thought of you as fat. Like, if she didn't think of you as fat, that's not a bad thing. You know? Like, it shouldn't be negative. It's just like a factor of someone. Someone's bigger, someone's smaller. Let's talk about Bo. So Bo is kind of her love interest in the movie. And she like does not think that Bo could be into her. And then one night they kiss, and then she gets insecure, and then the like gorgeous society standard of gorgeous girl asks him to the dance, and like my own biases from all the movies I've watched, I'm like, he's gonna go to the dance with the little blonde, and then I was still hopeful. I'm like, but Willadine's gonna like prove to him that she's like awesome, has like the best heart ever, and then he's gonna fall back in love with her. But like, I thought he would say yes, and then when he said that he did not go to the dance with that girl, I was like, oh, he really does like Willadine. Willadine is the only one for him. I'm so happy that like he genuinely liked Willadine, and like he only had his sights on her, and that was, I think that was a really powerful moment for me, because I think that movies, they feed us these perceptions that men only like the pretty girls, or like if you're a plus size girl you need to be with a plus size man. Like, when people are just people, like they should be more about the personality and not what's on the outside. I really am attracted to personality. Like, I could care less what someone looks like. I really am attracted to personality, and I wish that more movies depicted that, because you see like the nerdy girl in a movie, like the popular society's definition of gorgeous girl, end up with the dude, and then the dude actually falls in love with the nerdy girl, which she's not really. She's still like society's definition of beautiful, like in the Princess Diaries when Anne Hathaway, they literally like just do her hair and put makeup on her and then she's like a princess. It's like, like, I don't know if that makes sense, like if you guys know what I'm saying, but I just thought it was so amazing. The Beau genuinely liked Willa Dean for who she was, and I just think more movies need to be like that. Like, appearances aside, who you think looks cute together, bleh. Like, if people's heart match, that's what should matter. Okay, can we talk about how they use drag queens as coaches? Oh, I loved that. And how the drag queen was like the mentor to Willa Dean, and it was so beautiful because like drag queens are like the epitome of like confidence and like on stage presence, and I just thought they were perfect coaches. The person who cuts and colors my hair is actually a drag queen, and she gives me pep talks and she tells me where to find the coolest dresses and where to find rhinestones for cheap. Love her. So like that was another little thing in the movie that I related to a lot, and I was just like so happy that they put that in there, and that it was just like a judge-free zone when they went to the drag shows, and they just had a lot of fun there, and kind of in remembrance of her aunt, which I don't know if I mentioned if you're just watching this video and you haven't seen the movie, but Willa Dean, when she signed up for the pageant, she was kind of in a dark place because her aunt had just died, and her aunt was like a confident, plus-size, strong woman. So that was kind of why she did the pageant, because like her aunt was so confident and strong, but she still had the like, I don't belong in pageantry. And I feel like a lot of girls feel like they don't belong in pageantry when they should just like get out there, because I feel like we don't have a lot of plus-size winners because there's only a few of us that compete. So if there were just as many plus-size girls that competed as the straight-size girls, like we would have more plus-size winners. And like the plus-size girls wouldn't have to like try 10 times as hard to get like to win, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of another point I wanted to make. Next point I have, I put swimsuit competition. I love how they had like the statement on their swimsuits that said that every body is a, and then they turn around and it said swimsuit body. And I absolutely love that because I believe it to be true. Like, I don't think, this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think health and fitness is an important category or an important thing to be a great title holder. If you are really passionate about health and fitness, that's amazing. That should be your platform to get kids to be healthy, blah, blah, blah. That is a positive thing. I don't think it should be required to be like a size 2 in a swimsuit to be a great role model. I just wanted to kind of say my experience. I've competed in a pageant that had swimsuit, and the judges are given very specific criteria that they are supposed to follow. So if this was a real life pageant, the Blue Bonnet pageant or whatever, so the judges might have, it might say, like when I went, apparent physical fitness was like the thing that they were supposed to judge on. And like during our preps and stuff, we were told that it was about confidence. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I like walk out there, work it. Like, I'm like, I killed that. The photographer actually came up to me the next morning because we had interviews. So preliminary swimsuit was the night before. And she was like, that was the most confident walk I had ever seen from any of the contestants. And I don't really know if she was just being nice, but like I felt so good on stage. And I love competing in swimsuit, but I don't think it should be judged, and I don't think it's important for a title holder to do good in swimsuit. If we had swimsuit, I think it should be judged on confidence, and I don't think it should be judged on apparent physical fitness. Because I go to the gym almost every night, but am I apparently physically fit? Like, I could probably bench press one of the judges, but like, I'm not like really like lean and associate, you know what I'm saying? So, I I know a lot of people are very passionate about swimsuit. I love competing in swimsuit. I think it's fun to be on stage, feel confident. But I just, I don't think it's something that a title holder is required to be, is this look in a swimsuit. That's just, it goes against what I believe. So that's just like something I personally believe. Mallory Hagan actually is a former Miss America, competed in swimsuit. She said in one of her Instagram stories that she was like glad that the Miss America system was getting rid of swimsuit. She said that she knew a lot of girls that just had real good metabolisms in one swimsuit and got the best swimsuit score, and then she knew girls that worked so hard every day, cleaned up their meals, went to the gym, like had personal trainers, like they worked and worked to get that swimsuit score, and they didn't get a good swimsuit score. So it's hard to judge someone's workout routine or their meals if that's important, which I don't think it should be. It's hard to judge that off of the body. It really is. That's my opinion. I had a friend of my brother's actually competed in swimsuit, and she said that she actually developed an eating disorder after the judges' comments about her body. She was leading a very healthy lifestyle, and the judges made some negative comments, and she developed an eating disorder after that. So just stories like that, like it's just like I cannot support that. It just makes me so sad to hear stories like that, and that shouldn't happen. If you have any questions about that, please comment. I'll try to explain more about my experience or like my opinions on swimsuit. Finally, I'm glad that all the girls had a lot of fun in the pageant, because pageants truly are fun. Like, no matter who you are, you don't even have to be really girly to like have fun in a pageant. Like, there's like a lot of like tomboys or tomgirls or whatever that compete, and they actually say they have a lot of fun. Like, yeah, of course, like the hair, the makeup, the dresses, like if you're a girly girl, that's like, woo, that's so much fun. The dances, but really just hanging out with other contestants is like so much fun. And one of the girls in the movie says, I didn't know pageantry could be a team sport. And then I think another one says, I did. And it really does feel like a team sport when you're like with everybody. And then when they call like individuals, and then when one girl gets a crown, it's almost like weird, because it's like, oh, it's like a team. You know, I personally do pageants for the fun and for the experience of it all. I think the winning is like going on stage and being like, I killed that. So even like the first pageant I went to that was like very looking for the model-esque look, it was so much fun. I think I did awesome, but I did not make top 10 at that state pageant. So, but I felt like I walked away a winner. But I just found pageant systems that were more aligned with my ideals and like who I wanted to be as a title holder. There are pageants where plus size girls have never won, and I wish that wasn't the case. And there are pageants where plus size girls win a lot, like just as much as the straight size girls. So I think that if you're plus size and you're looking to join a pageant, just comment below. I'll suggest some systems that I love. My favorite character of the whole movie was the girl, like for her talent, she got up there and she's like, smash the patriarchy. Like, she was so funny to me. And she was also like a breath of fresh air, because she was kind of like a darker style, grungy, like kind of rocker looking chick, I guess. And she was so cool. And that's kind of like, pageantry needs more of those girls too, because like she was so cool. Like, she came out in a tux in formal wear, and I just love diversity. Like, people think that sounds cheesy to say, but like, I genuinely like love to hear people's different stories and like see why they picked what they're wearing, and their different backgrounds, what experiences have brought them to this point. Like, it's just so interesting to me. Sorry, that's like a side note. Another thing I wanted to say that I enjoyed was that at the end, Willadine got disqualified because of rules, but she wasn't like upset about it. She was like, okay. But because she knew she did good, so. But her friend that was like another plus size girl, she ended up getting first runner-up. So like they were all happy and celebrating, and they're like, we did it, plus size girls can do it, this is awesome. And I thought that was so cool. And then like Willie Dean like goes behind stage, and then for the winner, the girl that gets crowned, they barely show her, they don't even show a close-up of her. You can just kind of hear them call a name. I don't know if it's the blonde girl, like you can see like a distant like picture of her, and I think she was blonde, but like they did not focus on the winner at all. And I think that's like truly representative of pageantry, because like if you know you did good, that's the best feeling. Like it really doesn't matter who wins. You make bonds with all of the girls, so whoever wins, usually you're really genuinely happy for. There's been like a few instances where I've been like, oh, she would have made such a good title holder and she didn't win. But like, there's never been like a girl that won that's been like evil or anything. Like, all the girls are nice. There was kind of my reactions to Dumplin, the movie, and some of my experiences with pageantry. I'll probably think of like 8 million things after this video that I wish I would have said, wish I would have clarified on, wish I would have added in here. So yeah, definitely leave those comments or more videos I should do. A video on maybe pageant systems you should enter depending on your strengths. I am not saying that no one should enter the modelly look in pageant. I'm just saying it wasn't for me. So if you look like a model and those are your strengths, please enter that pageant, because you are going to be an amazing title holder. And if you have passions and goals and you can inspire young girls and you look like a model, then all the power to you. You should join that pageant and get that crown, girl. Overall, this movie was so amazing. Represented pageantry very well. Represented the struggle of plus size women in pageantry and in life. I hope all my opinions made sense. I know I'm gonna want to clarify more, but thank you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!